Well, now to our top story. Minnesota and Wisconsin are losing dairy farms at a startling rate. During the past 15 years, roughly half of the dairy farmers in the two states have sold their herds. And with a lengthy slump in milk prices, there seems to be no end in sight for that trend. Dylan Wallenhouse is here now. Dylan, these numbers just shocked me.
Yeah, certainly digging into them this morning through the USDA, kind of releasing some of these numbers. Well, our Boyd Hooper shared the story of his family farm being sold off last night. And this morning we're looking at some of the numbers, what they're telling us when it comes to the decline of Minnesota and western Wisconsin dairy farms.
Arguably the crown jewel of Minnesota and western Wisconsin countrysides, the family farm. A 30% decline, or 17,000 dairy farms in the past decade, have faded away in the U.S. That's according to the USDA. Here is how the two states compare. In Minnesota, just north of 3,200 dairy farms remain, but the state lost 140 last year. Compare that to our neighbors east of the St. Croix, 430 lost, with almost 9,000 remaining. Higher milk production is in part to blame for driving down milk prices, leaving most of the work to large-scale commercial farms. And when we say commercial, think about this. California, the #1 producing milk state, the average herd is 1,250 cows. In Wisconsin, the #2 state, 140 cows per farm. A tough breed, no doubt, but a declining one at that.
And Dylan, this is something your family has firsthand experience with.
Yep, so this is my family farm out here in Waverly, Minnesota, about an hour west of here. This is what it looks like now. They farmed dairy, they farmed, crop farmed, and so here's a picture of my grandfather, who's 94 now, third generation, and this was him. He doesn't farm anymore.
But he still lives on the farm.
He does not.
No.
So no, he doesn't
just
live there.
completely gone. Okay.
Yeah, so he lives in an assisted living facility, moved off of the farm. This was my chubby cheek days, back when I was a kid, my uncle out on the farm. So yeah, that was kind of our lifestyle, growing up as a kid on our grandparents' farm. 4 generations, they purchased it in 1900.
Wow.
But similar story that Boyd Hooper and his family shared, you know, they just didn't want to keep up with it anymore, got too expensive, and so now it's just kind of a vacant farm.
Had to be hard to walk away.
Yeah, it's tough to see that, yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Thank you. Sad trend, Dylan.
Yeah.
Chris?
I guess we're doing Digital Dive now.
In news headlines this morning, still no word yet on what caused a fatal crash and fire in Coon Rapids over the weekend. The Anoka County Sheriff's Office says 2 people died Saturday night when a car hit a large cement power pole on 119th Avenue and Northdale Boulevard Northwest and caught fire. Water quality testing is underway in northern Minnesota and Wisconsin following this refinery fire in Superior. Late last month, several explosions and fire at the Husky plant prompted evacuations. The EPA gave the all clear for residents, saying the air quality was safe, but the University of Minnesota Duluth is running water tests in Lake Superior to see the impact of particles from soot, ash, and other runoff. A big deadline is looming this week. The U.S. has to make a decision on the Iran nuclear deal. Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu told his cabinet yesterday he wants to stop Iran even if it means a struggle, while Iran's president warned President Trump that withdrawing from their agreement would involve historic regret. And you can now give your credit card information to Instagram. The social media network is rolling out an in-app payment feature for some users. You can pay for things without leaving the app and book appointments at some restaurants and salons. Eventually, they'll even let you pay for movie tickets.
Chris, thank you. Now it's time for our Digital Dive on this Monday morning. So Thursday, a waterline break happened on a Carnival cruise. Check out this video. This looks like a scene from Titanic, the movie, doesn't it? A little freaky, right? Yeah, it impacted 100 of their customers there, and the entire hallway filled with water. It happened on the Carnival Dream ship during a 7-day Caribbean cruise. The cruise, though, didn't stop. In fact, crews replaced the carpet that same day so their guests could sleep in their beds that night. As I mentioned, it affected about 100 of their customers, but they got a 100% full refund. 50% off a future cruise credit, and they even had the option to get off the ship and fly back home if they wanted. Most of the passengers on the ship, they didn't even know about the waterline break until after the cruise was over. So and only impacted 100 people, and it sounds like they get a good deal out of it all. Right now, we're going to get the one thing you need to know about today's forecast with Sven. Hey, Sven.
Hey, yeah, another summer day today. Temperatures headed back into the 80s this afternoon, low to mid 80s. Just like very similar to Saturday, except actually even sunnier. A little bit of a southwest breeze, and enjoy it. Looks like rain and clouds on the way as we head into the remainder of the week. We'll talk more about that coming up.
Lasts forever. Thank you, Sven. Well, in other news, a family says there is just one explanation for their son's sudden recovery from severe brain injuries he suffered in a car accident: the hand of God. Now, this one gives me chills. You see him there. That is 13-year-old Trenton McKinley. He was on the brink of death. His parents had just made the most horrific decision a parent could be forced to deal with. They were taking him off life support and donating his organs. But the day before they were set to pull the plug, suddenly Trenton showed brain progress. Today, he's actually playing basketball in a wheelchair. Trenton told a TV station in Alabama that he actually did die and go to heaven, but he came back. Elon Musk says he's getting into the candy cane, but it's pretty much just to troll Warren Buffett. Candy, pretty low tech for the founder of SpaceX, but he and Buffett got into a war of words over the weekend about one of Buffett's business strategies, which he calls moats. Now, Buffett owns See's Candy, so Musk tweeted that he was going to build a moat. You can see it, though. That's where he's going to start a candy company, but he tweeted that he's going to build a moat and fill it with candy. So anyway, people are pretty interested in Musk's announcement because it has nearly 230,000 likes on Twitter already.